meeting new people, new places, increase our opportunity to manifest. Now, talking about manifestation is creating, with it, drawing an experience into our life, creating our future, realizing our goal or dream, from energy to physicality. An experience comes into the effect into a physical life called manifestation. With our thoughts and feelings create a reality. Yad bhavam tad bhavati. Observation manifests possibility.
But there was one thing that I was really focused on manifesting, and that was clearing that competitive exam. After this 2 years, I didn't clear that exam. So at that moment, I ran to Chandra sir, and sir didn't force me to meditate, but he said to try to meditate, but he asked me more to use affirmations and be in that gratitude state. And I think these suggestions work like miracles. A week after I met sir, there was an amazing opportunity that came by. But the thing was, it required a minimum 3 years of experience as a practicing advocate. I hardly had less than a year of experience. So regardless of this limiting belief, I applied for it, and I manifested that opportunity, that fellowship. I got it.
On professional front, we pivoted. My team grew from 2 to 10. And there are times I have worried about how am I going to pay these folks? How am I going to plan for this? And every time I had considered, like, this month I'm a little short of cash, and very interestingly, the universe would send a couple of projects our way. Customers would pay upfront in advance, and it is very interesting, very enchanting to look at your own life as a third party.
Even my kids and everyone are transformed at our home, and it has been a meditation home. And not just a home. That's what we manifested, and it's working great. Because when we are working for the universe will work for us. That's what I think.
I had so many questions today, but the 5 things you gave, most of them gave a beautiful satisfaction to my questions, what I was asking. On the top of all those 5, I considered the reprogramming limiting beliefs. That is the best thing I considered myself.
I implemented that placebo effect, and I tried it. It did work.
Hi friends and masters, happy morning or evening. Welcome to day 32. Today's topic is goal setting and visualization. So we'll learn more from Rakesh sir.
Happy morning, friends. To see many familiar faces. We've learned about the 5 sutras manifestation. Now, the way we manifest is all through our imagination. Everything that we create starts with something that we imagine. We have this conscious mind, subconscious mind, and superconscious mind. Conscious mind is all about the present moment, what we hear, what we see, everything that we gather through our 5 senses in the present moment. About learning. It's about taking in the information. The conscious mind is all about the current moment. Whereas the subconscious mind is all about our experiences. Meaning that we give to everything that we see, what we have had in the past. If you meet a person and had a conversation, and the conversation you liked, you enjoyed, you resonated with that, then that person for you is, that conversation is a great conversation for you. Different person meeting that same individual cannot resonate, cannot, because of their past cultural experience, the environment, they absolutely do not resonate with what that conversation. That experience is bad. You cannot, you do not want to associate with that individual or that event, because your experience never was around that conversation. Because from our subconscious mind, the meaning that we gave, we choose how to label that conversation or that event, that discussion. It's all about the past experiences. The subconscious mind stores all of the meaning that we give, the experiences that we have. All of that comes from our subconscious mind. So for us to change our feeling and the labels that we give, all we have to do is reprogram that subconscious mind. We spoke about this in the first part of this program. And yesterday we talked about how our body is, and the whole epigenetics, where our thoughts and feelings decides what we express, what genes we express, and how our thoughts and feelings create the reality within our body. These thoughts and feelings come, of course, from how we imagine the situations to be. When we program through our subconscious mind, when our thoughts and feelings come through our subconscious mind, depending on what meaning that we give, our feelings are driven through that. So to manifest something, we have to imagine what we want. And it can be anything. Everything that we create, we have a very bad day because we went through a bad traffic situation, we had a bad meeting. Everything started with an imagination. We start thinking, okay, before I go, today will be a very bad traffic. Today is Tuesday. It will be a bad traffic. That's how we start. We don't know, but we start imagining. So imagination, everything starts with imagination, and that leads to manifestation. So while this conscious mind and subconscious mind is about the present moment and our past experiences, the imagination driven through this, our subconscious mind, is only based on our past experiences. Whereas the superconscious mind, or the one mind, subconscious mind is based on our past experiences, but the superconscious mind is that one mind, a mind of everybody. And in this, everything is present. So the superconscious mind, there's nothing to reprogram, everything is there. And what we impress is what we manifest. It is like what we resonate with, that superconscious mind is what we manifest. And the more we connect with the superconscious mind, and connecting to that superconscious mind or that quantum energy field is through our meditation. So we are free to imagine whatever that we want. While we mostly imagine based on our subconscious mind experiences, but that superconscious mind has everything. Abdul Kalam ji always spoke of the former president of India, always focused on vision. What do you dream? Because what we dream, what we visualize is what we create. So when we are coherent with that superconscious field, the quantum energy field, we can manifest anything. And we understand that we are free to imagine anything. So friends, today we'll talk about this concept of visualization. How do we imagine our future? What we imagine, what we create. Our future, you want to have the greatest health. You want to have the greatest career. We start imagining. So because whatever that we imagine with the greatest feeling is when we actually align with this quantum energy field. And we speak about this, we will talk about this after meditation. Understand how we can change our thoughts and feelings through our imagination. Our thoughts and feelings create our reality. How we shift from imagination through our subconscious mind, thoughts, to imagining based on our goals, based on our visualization, and align with the quantum energy field, so that our manifestation happens based on what we want, not based on our past programs. Yes, the last business that you tried may not have succeeded. That does not mean that the one that you want cannot happen. It's about what you are imagining. Are you still thinking that, okay, my past failures is continuing to happen? If you imagine that, okay, I failed last time, so this time also if I try, I'm going to fail. Your imagination is driven through our subconscious mind. So let's get into meditation, friends. Because meditation is a way to disconnect from these past experiences, our subconscious programs, and connect to that quantum energy field. It's the simplest and the easiest way to impress the quantum energy field, because we get aligned to it as we practice our meditation. So we start our meditation. The technique that we follow as every day. The technique that we follow as every day is breath mindfulness meditation. A simple technique for those of you who are new, where we observe our simple and natural breath. The goal of this meditation is to empty the mind, and emptying the mind we do by observing the breath. Breath is very subtle, which is very natural. We have it all the time. And as we observe our breath, our natural breath, slowly the mind becomes empty. And at some point, the mind is fully empty. You forget your breathing, and you are becoming that part of that quantum energy field. Thoughts may come, which is perfectly fine. All you have to do when you recognize you're getting thoughts, you just go back observing the breath. It's a very, very simple technique, but very, very powerful. So we do that. But before that, for a short period of time, we do what is called as heart elevation process, where we place our hands on the chest, take a deeper breath. We bring up some elevated emotions, because elevated emotions like love, compassion, gratitude brings our heart into coherence. And when the heart is coherent, the brain is coherent, and there's a lot of research here. So when heart and brain are coherent, we can go deeper into meditation. Of course, there are many other benefits too. So we do that for a short period of time, and then we get into breath mindfulness meditation. So let's relax. Close our eyes. If you're wearing specs, you can remove them. We don't need the specs for meditation. Close our eyes. Scan the body from head to toe. Slowly feeling every part of the body relaxing. There'll be some music played. There'll be guidance. Just follow the guidance. Go into this meditation with intention to connect deeply within ourselves. Connect to that quantum energy field. Emptying our mind. Feel every part of your body, the head, the neck, shoulders, fingers, knee, ankle, the feet, every part of the body completely relaxed. Deep breath. Relaxing breath. Feel the heart. You observe your heart. Take a deep breaths. Love, gratitude, compassion in your heart as you breathe in and breathe out. Keeping your eyes closed, your hands on the chest area. Feel these elevated emotions filling your heart. Love, gratitude, compassion.
of love, of joy, of gratitude, and relive that moment and elevate yourself. Relive that moment of love, of joy, and feel that energy. The more you experience these energies of love, the more we connect with all things and everybody, the more coherent we become with everything. With a greater intention to heal the planet, to heal yourself, and radiate that energy onto every corner of this planet Earth. Whatever you think, you create. Friends, it's time to express gratitude. Gratitude is the ultimate state of receivership. Can you express gratitude to your parents, your teachers, your mentors? Your gratitude to all the people in your life, your family, your friends, your relatives, your colleagues, partners, everybody. Give thanks to this grand nature, the bird, the fish, and the animals. Your gratitude to everything you use, the technology, the places you visit, the institutes, the companies, the systems that support you. Gratitude to yourself and to this intelligent universe, that quantum field, for allowing us to experience so much more in this life. Recollect your experiences from the session, and whenever you're ready, you can keep your hands on your eyes for 5 seconds and then you may open your eyes.
Friends, hope you had a great meditation. You were able to connect to that quantum energy field. Yes, Sonaji.
Thank you. It was so wonderful. It was, I think I didn't exist. That's all I can say in 1 minute. It was just beautiful. I felt a little jerking moment. I'm not sure. I think that's when I heard Chandasar's voice. And but usually I don't put an intention. Today I did. That I want to experience that I am that. So thank you. It was wonderful.
Wonderful. Intention really drives a lot of our experiences.
Yes.
When we talk out today about topic of visualization and setting goals, intention is what actually drives. Thank you. Thank you for sharing that. Yes, Kiranji.
Yeah, namaste, sir. Sir, I wanted to tell you that the one good thing like that From Monday, I started doing meditation like 3-4 hours daily. So I experienced one thing, the negative thoughts, those who used to come the whole day, have now become more calmer. And I have got the realization that there is no problem with my physical body. This is all my mind who is thinking unnecessary about this, right? But the one thing I'm realizing, or I see when I do meditation, that my those negative thoughts are going worst in during the meditation, not the whole day, but during the meditation, I'm going beyond those negative thoughts. So is this normal?
Absolutely normal, especially in the beginning stage. Quite possible that a lot of what are these negative or positive? It's all coming from our subconscious experiences. So a lot of them gets expressed. Most of us, we express it when we are not meditating through our actions, through our daily activities. When we practice meditation, a lot of this just come out. So what we do is just become a witness to those, and we just let it go.
Even if those negative thoughts are coming in my visualization, I have never thought that if the problem will occur, it will look like this. But when I was meditating today morning, the mindfulness thing, all my negative thoughts were I was visualizing them on my own. It was not my intention, but it were the thoughts were the visualization was coming on its own. So I got little scared that what is this happening, this and that.
Yeah, I mean, see, there are two things, right? So you may be thinking about it, or the thoughts may be coming, right? You need not necessarily actively visualize it, but you might be just thinking about it. And you recognize that they're just thoughts. When we do our meditations, when whatever that comes, we don't label it, we don't judge what it is. So we just recognize that they are thoughts and let it go and bring back our attention to the breath. If it is something that you're actively thinking, we don't follow that. We don't start, okay, this thought has come. So now why did this come? Okay, so this person said this. That's why it's, I'm thinking about it. Now, where did that come? Okay, I had this conversation. This is what happened then. So this is how we generally start following that thought. So instead, when we recognize this thinking is happening, all we do is, okay, let it go. This is just a thought. Bring back your attention to the breath.
Even if I was not thinking about that particular picture and it came during the meditation, this is okay, right?
That's okay.
Okay, sir.
Just okay.
Okay. Thank you.
Just let it go.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
All right. So we'll come back to some questions, friends. We'll just want to cover this topic about visualization. So we went through this 5 sutras of manifestation, 5 principles of manifestation science. Manifestation is to create a reality that we want. So spoke about this developing one-point mindedness, being open to possibilities. One-point mindedness is to be focused, laser focused on things that we want. And then that comes naturally when we practice meditation. Become mindful. We become focused on what we are in the present. Second is being open to possibilities, understanding that everything is possible in this quantum energy field. Infinite possibilities, and manifestation happens when there is an observation. Where the attention goes, energy goes. So being open to all possibilities is another sutras. We've heard about, we've also understood about the limiting beliefs that we carry. All our experiences, our beliefs come from our past experiences, the conditioning, the environment that is there. You grew up in an environment which was, had lack of money, or not positive encouragement, then we feel that if the world is like that. So those limiting beliefs is how we express many of us. And when we run out of our subconscious programs, we express those limiting beliefs through our actions. Now, how do we shift from that limiting beliefs to an environment where we want to create the reality that we want to create? That is by creating a very clear goal for ourselves, the goal that will truly inspire us. So today we'll talk a little bit about setting goals and developing vision boards so that we stay focused on things that we want. Anything that we stay focused on, anything that we truly give attention to, our energy goes there and the manifestation happens. So it's important that we recognize that our moment, we always have a goal that we want and that we get inspired from. And that comes when we know why we want something. You want a job. Now, why do we want a job? What is that experience that you want to have when you get a job? You want to feel abundant. You want to feel an experience of working in a project that you truly love. You want to have colleagues whom you truly connect with. You want to have a project that will inspire many people and help many people. So these are the experiences that we want to get a job. Whatever that is very much individual to you, what we want, why we want. So when we have that clarity of why we want it, then we can stay focused on it, because then it becomes really clear to you what experiences you want to have as part of that goal. Now, the imagination is around those experiences. When I first set my vision board, one of the goal was to teach meditation. Now, I had that goal, and now when I had that goal, I started digging a little deeper. What is that experience that I want to have? And in my imagination, I would run through an experience where I was in the middle of an entire auditorium or a whole stadium where I'm in the middle, I'm experienced teaching or sharing. That is the experience that I want to have, teaching thousands of people. Now, the experience that I want to have made me clear that this is the goal that I want, because I was truly inspired with that goal. So imagining what we want, the experience that we want as part of that goal will bring a lot of clarity. Now, the more we visualize, the more we experience our future as if it's happening now through our visualization, the more we connect to that quantum energy field. We go beyond our subconscious mind program. So let's understand again how the neuroscience, based on neuroscience, how this works, right? So we know our mind has thousands of thoughts. Now, the studies have shown anywhere between 50 to 60,000 thoughts every day. And 95% of them are repetitive. The same thoughts that we've been thinking, and 80% of it are negative. We are, many times we feel, hey, my life is the same. My life is the same. Because our thoughts are the same. We keep thinking about them. We think, okay, I don't have money. My work is very, 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 hard. I struggle to go to work. Every day somebody asks you, how is your day? It's the same. So when we keep repeating this, and our thoughts continue to be the same, of course, our reality will be the same. Our thoughts create our reality. So the more we think on certain things, our memory gets stronger and stronger. Cells that fire together, wire together. Whatever we think, the neural connections formed based on that thought and feeling and experience. You go to your work, you talk to your boss, there is a review, and boss gives you a feedback. Now, when the boss gives you that feedback, what is that you start feeling? You think, okay, the boss is always criticizing me. He or she is not supporting me. Now, to support that, you will continue to get a lot of additional thoughts. Yes, in the past, in the meeting, he or she never called me. He always supported some other colleague of mine. So you make that stronger when you continue to think. It may be true or may not be true. But when we imagine, our mind believes that, okay, this is the truth. And the connections become stronger and stronger and stronger. The more we think, based on the type of thoughts that we have, the brain produces a lot of neurotransmitters. Depending on the thought that you have, if it is a supporting thought that makes you feel good, you'll have serotonin, dopamine, and feel-good chemicals that is produced in the body. Whereas if it creates a lot of stress, yes, I have to go to my boss. My boss is always like this. Now, again, he'll criticize my work. If that is a thought you get stressed, and the cortisol gets produced in the body and runs through your body. Now, these neurotransmitters creates emotions and feelings in the body. You feel stressed, your body tightens, your muscles tighten, your shoulder, neck tightens. Whereas feel-good chemicals relaxes your body. Now, when this happens, again, the emotions go through your body and you start thinking similar to the same feeling that you have had. If you had good feeling, you want to do more of it. You went and presented, you felt great, you want to do it again. And you start imagining, yes, I want to do, tomorrow I'll do this again. I'll do something new. If you're afraid of doing something new, every time you do something, you get stressed and you say, I do not want my boss to call me and tell me to present. Because our emotions and feelings drive our subsequent thoughts. It's called the thinking feeling loop. So what we think and feel continues to repeat and repeat and repeat. So now, for us to change our imagination, change our thoughts and feelings, or our reality, we have to change our thoughts and feelings. We have to break this pattern. We have to break the thinking and feeling loop that we create for ourselves. And we do that, of course, first with meditation. We know most of our thoughts and feelings comes, that 95% thoughts and feelings comes from our subconscious programs. And with meditation, we break that pattern. We break away from the subconscious programs. So that's the first step to break this thinking feeling loop. And the next step is to recognize what are the types of thoughts that we are having. What kind of thoughts that we are going through. It comes with awareness. There are two types of, broadly, actually four types of thoughts. It can be either negative and or disastrous, or positive and miraculous. So negative thoughts are, okay, I'm not good at presentation, but let me try. Let me try making this presentation. I know I've always not been good at it, but let me give it a thought. Let me give it a try. The boss tells you to present, you start thinking, okay, maybe it can happen, it cannot happen. Now, disastrous, even which is worse, you will say, I know for sure my presentation will be worse. It will be bad. I cannot present. People will laugh at me. Strong feeling, you say that, hey, this is absolutely not possible. And suddenly you start looking at ways to avoid it. Because your thought has been very disastrous thought that it's not possible at all for you to make that presentation. While the negative thought is you have a doubt, you cannot do it, you know it's a big challenge, and you start thinking on those lines. Now, on the other side, you could have positive thoughts where you know, hey, I know the subject. I know the subject. Yes, I've had challenges. I know I might stutter. I may not be able to present in a very smooth manner, but let me give it a shot. You look at it positively, you know certain things that it's possible for you, but you're still not 100% sure. You always think, okay, something might go wrong. Now, the fourth aspect is being miraculous, where you start thinking, it doesn't matter. I know, even if I don't know now, everything comes to me at the right time. I can present, everybody will be awed with what I'm sharing. Everything comes to me at the right time. I feel great. That is miraculous thought. doesn't matter what happened in the past. I will present the best presentation that everybody will love. So that is a miraculous type of thought. So we go through all of this. Now, friends, in all of this, what brings the highest sense of emotion when we think? When we imagine that, hey, this is the best presentation that I'm going to give, or I know for sure my presentation will be horrible. These are the extreme type of thought. The emotions that we drive when we imagine and think that this presentation is going to be the best, is always giving that elevated emotions. We always want to be in that elevated state of thinking, positive and miraculous. That is where we shift from our subconscious programs. And to change to that elevated thoughts is to bring those positive and miraculous thoughts is through having a greater imagination, creating that visualization of, okay, when I present, how are people reacting? They are reacting, they're coming and congratulating me that this was the best information that they had. This is the best experience that they had among all the presentations. They come and congratulate and say, I'd love to take this idea forward. When we imagine that, our thoughts will get aligned to those kind of experiences that we visualize. So we start with a goal that we want. I want to be presenting, teaching, and sharing my knowledge. That is a goal. And then you start experiencing how people will take it. What is the reactions people have? What is the experience that I want? I want to feel satisfied when I make the presentation. I want to reach everybody with my ideas. And you experience that, people congratulating you, sharing their thoughts and say, hey, they want to take this idea forward. Now, this is the imagination that we have. That's what we visualize. Now, irrespective of what you had in the past, when you visualize this, you change your thought patterns. So, visualization is about creating that mind movie of the experience that we want to have as part of your goal. Meditation, of course, gives a clarity on what that goal is and why we want it. Initial stages, that clarity may not come. So we can experiment. We take some time of whether this goal is truly for me or not. You may not want to make presentation in front of this one. That may not really inspire you a lot. Maybe for somebody else. Of course, initially we feel, okay, if somebody is putting that goal, you also want to try it. But if that doesn't truly inspire you, you may not be able to connect to it and you may not be able to visualize it, but that's okay. Somebody tells, I want to have a big house. You also want to initially think, hey, I want to have a big house. But then when you try to visualize your experiences, you may not have a lot of experiences. But when practice meditation, you get to clarity on why, whether that goal is truly for you or why you want it. So when you know why, then you can easily visualize, imagine. When you continue to visualize, that future experiences, you have feelings that are deeper and that you feel connected to it. So we continue to visualize, bring up those elevated emotions and feelings as if that goal has already happened. Our mind, our subconscious mind, does not differentiate whether it is actually seeing in front of it or if you are imagining. Either ways, based on your feeling and emotions, it will believe that it is true. So we imagine our goals and that mind movie as if it's already happened. And that's how we change our thoughts, friends. Again, I think we have some, we go through some of these advanced programs where we run through this. We actually sit and practically do it. One such program, of course, which is an advanced retreat coming up in March 13th in Pyramid Valley International, where we do some of these exercises. And of course, we go deeper into other spiritual science concepts. But you create a vision board for yourself. You draw it out with a clear, unambiguous goals. And the type of goals that we want to have is for you to experience, not to restrict somebody else. You don't want to visualize on behalf of somebody else. What is the experience that you want to have is what you want to put in. And prioritize what we want. Of course, we have many, many goals. Prioritize what we truly want out of that. And experiment. You start creating that mind movie. Your vision board. You create a vision board of exactly, you can make it, one example here of, somebody wanting a new car, dog. So what that means, you can picture it. You can create a, board where you put in all these images. You can, again, you can be as creative as you can. Because the more you see it, the more it impresses your subconscious mind. So that's the reason why we build this vision board and start affirming your goals and visualizing your experiences. So this is a very, very, very powerful process to create our future. We change the way we create our future is by shifting our state of being. From a negative and disastrous thoughts to a positive, miraculous thoughts. And the best way is to always visualize an experience that you get truly inspired by. So friends, this is a powerful, powerful technique that we use every time. I know the first time I drew my vision board in a retreat, everything is coming true. Of course, my scale of that, I keep expanding on it. So creating that vision board and imagining and creating that imagination for yourself is a great, great way to create a reality that we want. Stop saying, oh, hey, this is how the world is, or this is how my state is. And say, hey, this is what I want and this is what I'm experiencing. You shift. because our thoughts and feelings create our reality. So we are responsible for our future, for our reality. Thank you, friends, for staying. We are in the 5th week of this program. We're talking some of these little advanced topics. But the best way to truly immerse yourself in your goals and create have a shift in yourself is to attend some of these retreats. When you meet physically, you be with a group of, change the environment. You shift your state of being. So thank you, friends. And of course, we'll continue for some more time for us to answer any more questions or to listen to some of your experiences. For others, we'll meet back again tomorrow. Tomorrow we'll have a breakout room where we can share more and ask any questions. Thank you. Yes, Tina ji, will just come back in a few seconds. Please, music.
Gratitude before me, gratitude behind me, gratitude to the left of me, gratitude to the right of me, gratitude above me, gratitude below me, gratitude within me, gratitude all around me. I'm so grateful.
Yes, Tina.
So I think it's a very basic question. I still struggle to have the continuity of focus for a long time. I think, I get sucked in by the mind without realizing it. And then I judge myself like, oh my God, why am I wasting time? Why can't I just focus? Like there's just back and forth going on a lot. I feel like I'm not moving forward. Yeah.
Meditate more.
I am.
How long do you meditate, madam?
I must have done 2.5 hours today.
Okay. So,
no, I would say I'm not moving forward. I am moving forward, but at a very slow pace.
So have you created this vision board? Have you done some of this that I spoke about today?
Not yet, not with Buddha CEO, like not in this kind of meditation. I did it like several years back with another group that was part of a retreat, but I haven't done.
Yes. So my suggestion, again, I think you based in, so where are you based out of?
North Carolina.
Okay. I know we have a few programs in US. See if you can attend. But what is important is that you create a goal, vision board, right? And we create a vision board. We do the meditation. We do like whatever amount of time that you want to go into that, emptiness meditation. Meditation is to go into emptiness state, right? And end of that meditation, you do that visualization, create that mind movie for yourself of truly what is that experience that you want to have. And you do that every day. You do that every day, running through that visualization. We can be as creative as we can. We can put all these images all around your house, wherever that you are going, where you spend most of your time. Put that. Create a mind movie in your mobile. You play it. And more importantly, end of meditation, visualize that experience. Continue to visualize your experience every day. Because the way we connect and we manifest is based on our thoughts and feelings outside. It's good to have a goal, but if that goal is not attached with the elevated feeling and emotions, it becomes slower. Every thought, every feeling, every goal will happen, right? The way we accelerate is through this visualization process.
Okay. Thank you.
Experience as much. I mean, if you want to talk about specific goal, we can talk, and we can, if not here, we can always have this conversation separately, madam. But the key.
No, I think it's a good question. So, I mean, my main thing is about health, recovering from a condition. And I think what has happened is it's been such a long-standing condition, and I have tried so much, and it gets better and then it gets worse. And I think it's all progressing in the right direction. It's just, my life evolving this way. I get it, but somehow to come to a place where I actually feel that I will be completely healthy and free of all this is hard because of all these years of conditioning, or maybe trying and not quite making it.
Yes, so that is where visualization will definitely help. What we do, our subconscious mind is always telling, hey, what are you saying, right? You want to get better, but you have been like this forever. Do you think you can change easily? Because our programs are always that, if you attended that reprogramming limiting beliefs topic, we speak about so many limiting beliefs that we carry. That is coming from our past experiences. Your past experiences, your subconscious mind continues to say, hey, this is not possible. This is not possible. Now, to shift it, you want to have a greater visualization, greater imagination of an experience that you feel that you have already achieved. In our visualization, you want to feel you are running around. What is it that is limiting your current experience of your health? What is it limiting? Maybe you cannot travel, or maybe you cannot run around. You cannot, do some activities that you truly enjoy.
Yeah.
Now, visualize and imagine that you're already doing it. You feel, you want to, dance, feel that you're dancing. Feel that you're there in big hall where you're dancing, enjoying, you're feeling, free. So the imagination is around that experience that you will have when your condition is changed, your health is better, and not in the future, but as if it's happening now. And that's the beauty of our imagination. When we create a mind movie and end of our meditation, we visualize, we can feel that it's already happening. Initial few days, your subconscious mind will try to fight it, but that's okay.
Yeah.
So we continue that visualization process. And again, that experience should be so truly inspiring for you to make that shift. So you spend time to visualize what you truly want. What is that experience that you truly want? Okay.
Okay. Thank you so much.
Yes. Thank you. Do attend. I mean, if you can, these retreats, because that will create that shift. Because it's all about the environmental conditions, which is, which makes us to be in that state. And these retreats help us to shift. And of course, that's not the end of it, but that will give you a great momentum to start. Our Damodarji, I'm not sure if he's here today. He was walking with the support, and he always thought that, the age means that, okay, I cannot heal. I have to always have this support with me. I cannot move around freely. End of the retreat, he was walking without support till the stage. And today, we met him recently in GCML too. He's walking around kilometers every day. So for years, that condition was there, but it transformed because that shift happened during the retreat. And of course, that continuous practice and visualization is what will drive our subconscious mind. Right? So.
Thank you, Rakesh sir. Yeah, Tena ji, in Dallas, we have a 5 days retreat. So please utilize that a 5 days retreat. If you are part of WhatsApp group, we'll share that details. Maybe it will be in April.
All right. Anybody else wants to share? Anjana ji, was your meditation in a while?
Yes, namaste Rakesh ji, namaste everyone. It was like Sonal ji, I was also the same. I was in like a blissful world. It was so beautiful. It's been happening to me for the past week or so that it starts and the next thing I know, I'm doing the, I'm saying the gratitude. It's just, totally different world. It's so beautiful, so beautiful. And all my manifestation and everything. I'm like, like Chandra, since Chandra sir said about that intention, I always have that intention. Everything I do, it's like, okay, I need to first have this intention. And things start happening automatically. And things like, there's a lot of turmoils going on in our job and all. I'm like, this meditation has helped me so much that I feel that I'm just surrendering to everything. It's like, bring it on. I accept and surrender. The universe has something planned for me. And whatever happens is happening for the best. So that's how I go forward. I am so very, 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 very grateful that I joined this meditation. I've been doing this since 2020, May of 2020, and I have not looked back. And I'll continue for the rest of my life. And I do tell all my friends also, and like, I try to inspire them. They join, they go, then they come back. But now I don't force them. Before I used to do that. Now I just tell them, share my experience, and then they just come and they see it too. So I'm just eternally grateful to Chandra sir, Vani ma'am, and all the Buddha CEO team and my soul family. This is my soul family. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. So very grateful.
Thank you. Brought a very important point about dropping that analytical mind, surrendering. Because a lot of our progress doesn't happen when we continue to have our analytical mind judge what we are thinking. Our analytical mind is always telling, hey, no, you are stupid to think that, you can do this. When we drop it and we surrender, our imagination can easily flow.
And one more thing I wanted to bring up. You wouldn't believe this. This was like, I just felt that you're going to call on me. And you did.
Yes.
Just like, it's so powerful, right?
Yes. Very, very powerful. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Yes, Sonaji.
No, I just thought of some humor, when we talk about manifestation, it's not for the younger folks. And I was telling myself when somebody asked me, like, what is it that you're manifesting? So I said, I'm manifesting nothing. Haven't we created enough mess around already? Why do we want to manifest anything? Just let it be nothing and the rest will all work out. So, usually that's what whenever I sit, I just want to, I guess, on a serious note, you realize going through deeper meditations and regular practice with the CEOs, I just wanted to share that, I started where I was too much jumbled up, blaming and claiming and tired. And then slowly and steadily, you realize that it's all your manifestation, right? There is no blame, there is no claim when you understand the 7 mirrors that you've created your own reality. So it's not anyone. These are all just the costumes, it's all your karmic debts that you are surrounded by. And I think what helped me is, I'm able to see it more clearly, sort one thing at a time. Still at the same time, I try and stay connected throughout my day. The moment I'm, kind of irritated and busy and angry and those old patterns come, I realize, okay, I need to break and sit and meditate. And that has helped me immensely. I don't just kind of, of course I have a routine, and when it's a 40 days program, it's a blessing, especially if I know I have committed to it. I'm like running through it whole day long. I'm just thinking for that 6 o'clock time that there's no grocery shopping, there's no chores. All I have is I have to go sit for the program. So I just wanted to share that. Thank you so much. And it just brings so much joy, just being with all of you here. So thank you.
Thank you. Yes, you don't want to manifest anything. I want to manifest nothing. And I don't want to manifest. I want to manifest nothing. Emptiness.
Right.
Wonderful. Thank you. Yes.
Yeah, good morning. Thank you for all the lovely sessions that we're having every day. I wanted to say that our body heals when we are calm and we are in a happy mood the whole day, when we have keep those elevated emotions that we experience during the meditation, post-meditation. So in Tina's case, I would say that it's not just during that moment that you're visualizing that you stay in that high emotion, but also make sure that you are maintaining that elevated state of emotions throughout the day. And that can come when you're in gratitude for whatever good health parts of your body that are in good health. And gratitude can really work in amazing ways to stay in that high frequency. And because when you are calm, when you are peaceful, when you're in gratitude, your body is in the parasympathetic mode, which is the state of healing. And I think that's also important to realize that it's not only only during this time that I will visualize and be happy, but maintain that elevated state of happiness throughout the day in whatever way you can by breaking your negative thought patterns. So this is what I do, and that's why I'm sharing this. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Absolutely. The more we implant this, again, it's about what is it that we connect with that one mind or a superconscious mind. And we connect, we align with it when we are in that higher state of emotions. What we call as coherence. When we are coherent with that quantum energy field, whatever that we feel, whatever we think will manifest. So it's important that we be in that state, and that to be coherent, it's about being in that elevated state of emotions. We get disconnected, we become incoherent when we are feeling negative, when we are thinking low, we are doubting ourselves, when we are judging ourselves, we disconnect. It's important, and many people do it in different ways. You can have your own creativity, put up, maybe in your TV, this one, just run your mind movie, create a mind movie of what you want to create, run it in your TV or in your laptop or in your phone. So many ways that you can do to be in that state. So thank you for sharing that. All right, friends. So we are going to the end of the session today. We'll meet back again tomorrow.
So grateful, I'm so grateful, I'm so grateful, I'm so grateful, I'm so grateful. Gratitude before me, gratitude behind me, gratitude to the left of me, gratitude to the right of me, gratitude above me, gratitude below me, gratitude within me, gratitude all around me. I'm so grateful, 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 I'm so grateful.
Thank you, friends. We'll meet you same time tomorrow. Thank you.